Hey, welcome back. This is Miss Murray. I'm telling you about the second part of the Hyperdoc for this week, and that's doing percent composition. Once again, I gave you a recipe here with the steps. Find the molar mass, find the molecular mass of the entire compound for each component, divide the component's molar mass by the entire molar mass, and make it into a percent. And you can check because they should all add up to 100. So here's and I have a Murray Chem video that you can watch that shows me doing one. Okay, you should have watched, these two videos about it first and taken notes. Okay, and you also need to write down the recipe on page 48 in your notebook. Here's an example of a problem. Okay, calculate the percent composition. Okay, basically the percentage of chlorine and oxygen in this dichloroheptoxide. Oh my God. Anyway, and the formula is Cl2O7. Okay, so this is the opposite direction of those empirical formulas problems we did. We're starting with the empirical formulas and ending up with percentages. Anyway, there are two Cl's, so we find the molecular weight off the periodic chart of Cl, multiplied by 2, get 68.9. There's 7 oxygens. Its molecular weight from the periodic table is 15.999. Multiplied by 7, right? Because the subscripts 2 and 7. So for each molecule, there's 2 chlorines and 7 oxygen atoms. 2 chlorine atoms, 7 oxygen atoms. Okay? Then we add those together to get the molecular mass of the whole molecule, now that we know how much of the mass is chlorine and how much is oxygen. You guys should be pros at this now. So we take the mass of the chlorine and divide it by the whole, and we get 0.38. Then we do this for oxygen. Take the mass of the oxygen divided by the whole. You guys should know this from math because this is just how you find percentages. Multiply both by 100 because we want percentages. So 38% is chlorine and 62% is oxygen. When we add them together, we get 100. That means we did the problem right. And guys, don't worry if you get 97% or 95% or 104%. Sometimes things get lost in rounding errors. And I gave you 3 problems to do. And again, there is a link here with a lot more problems you can practice and see if you get them right. Okay? Do all those before you take the quiz. Friday, quiz day, there's a practice video or review video, and then a quizzes on empirical formula and percent composition. There are a few vocabulary words. Make sure you answer them. Click on this. You'll see a Padlet. Go to the Padlet, and you're explaining this cartoon in terms of what you learned. Check off. Make sure you did everything this week if you want to get all the points. Don't forget the reflection. Okay. And if you want to learn more or just still don't understand it, okay, here's some more videos and some more different people explaining it. But really the best way to do it is to go through both my video and these examples and listen and go over it again and again until you know where everything comes from. And then do the same thing with these problems. And remember, I gave you a recipe for both of these to follow to get the answers. Okay, I hope you have a really successful week, and you guys can either send me an email, or more effectively is go into Google Classroom and make a Calendly appointment if you want some one-on-one time going over this. Have a great week.